Not even their own base likes them? Well, they don't like themselves.
Than these numbers.
And this is the number.
You don't get worse than these numbers? That's what you said before, but now the numbers got worse. So that's not true because the numbers were worse and now they're getting worser.
Here really driving all of this. If Democrats have turned, if Democratic voters have turned on Democrats in Congress and the Democratic Party, that's what puts the numbers at historic lows. What is it they want to be seeing, these voters?
What is going on? I'll tell you what's going on. They don't like what's coming out of some of those Senate Democrats like Chuck Schumer, because take a look at the direction of the party.
Wow.
Democratic voters on Democrats in Congress doing too little to oppose Donald Trump. Look at this, 77% should stay principled, even if it means nothing gets done in Washington.
Oh my God.
Washington, D.C., 65%. And this
even if nothing gets
is
done.
Such a difference from where we were in 2017 at this point, when just 33%.
So it says, you guys can't see this here. It says just 33% said stay principled in 2017. So the radicalization has literally doubled in less than 10 years. Oh my God.
Of Democrats say they should stay principled, compared to 59% who said they want to compromise. Democrats do not want compromise at this point. They want a fighter. They want to go into the ring like Muhammad Ali did against Sonny Liston. They want to take down the Republicans. They do not want this compromise anymore. They want to be more like Republicans, get up to that stage and fight. And right now they feel like their leaders in Congress are simply put not doing so. And that is why their approval rating for congressional Democrats is at an all-time low, even among Democrats with more disapproving than approving.
Yeah, it seems that these...
That's crazy. It's that bad. I didn't even realize it was this bad. Holy shit. I think it might even go under. I feel like it'll probably go up a little bit because of the Trump tariffs. And I think that a lot of people are against those. But I feel like on a lot of these social issues, they're just picking the wrong side. That's it. That's all it comes down to. They're picking the wrong side.
Senate Democrats, some of them are banking on the idea that there is still a political middle, as it were. We will see. We will see.
But we will see if there's a political middle, but at this point, count me skeptical that that is at least what the Democratic base wants at this point. It's going to be very interesting, John, to see moving forward whether or not there are any repercussions come 2026, because I bet there may be some coming.
Harry,
that's bad.
Thank you.
Thank you, my friend.
Sarah?
I feel like the most shocking part of that was how you dipped down and you were able to get back up without hearing any creaking or cracking. Nice to be young, isn't it, Harry?
I don't think that's only because he's young. Anyway. So, 21%. That is a crazy, crazy, crazy low number. I didn't even expect this. This makes sense. The Democratic base is shrinking. Everyone with halfway reasonable is leaving. I think that's effectively what's happening. Yeah. Oh, bro.
Be presumptively unconstitutional, right? Because before the 1960s...
Where's it? Okay, here we go.
One of my premises for the book is that every law passed before the 1965 Voting Rights Act should be presumptively unconstitutional, right? But because before the 1965 Voting Rights Act, we were functionally an apartheid country. Not everybody who lived here could vote here. So why should I give about some law that some old white man passed in the 1920s, like the Immigration and Nationality Act, when they passed our fundamental my premises for the book.
If you get rid of every law before 1960, wasn't there a law against slavery? Like, you don't really mean every law, do you? I mean, how do you... Yeah, what are you thinking? Murder's racist? I guess so. And only the ones that he doesn't like. Okay. That's right. Yeah, I've seen... I saw this guy, and this is it. So we don't want to follow laws that are made by white people. Like, what? How do you bring somebody like that onto your show? And like, oh, I wonder why I wonder why nobody likes us. Yeah, I think that's the reason why. And it's also, he explicitly stated that he thinks the Constitution is trash. I mean, it's his freedom of speech, right? It's the First Amendment, And, you know, it's great that we live in a country that somebody this stupid can go on television and tell everybody about how stupid they are. I think it's great. But, man, is it fucking dumb. That guy's a moron. Yeah, he wrote a book? I guess so. Didn't Whoopi Goldberg get sued? Yeah, people need to see someone like this? They do. And what about the law prevents slavery? Hey, you know, like, that's not... I wouldn't think about that. And look at this. This was in March. It's getting worse by the month. Oh my God.
Didn't vote for Trump, I take it?
No, I voted for Harris Waltz like a normal person.
Normal.
And I'll take the L. I can't even believe that we lost.
Bro, she looks like she's dressed up to cosplay the Fifth Element. You're talking people about how there are other people are the ones that aren't normal. Like, I'm sorry, but like, we really need to stop we really need to stop having people that are doing this to try to tell everybody else what's normal. This is it. It's crazy, especially her acting out.
Didn't vote for Trump, I take it?
No, I voted for Harris Waltz like a normal person.
Yeah.
Normal.
And I'll take the L. I can't even believe that we lost. I can't even believe it. What the f are you thinking? Stop ruining your own country. Jesus Christ. Like, he
What
gives
does he
a shit.
have?
She about to pop off. You can see, bro, like...
Stop ruining your own country. Jesus Christ. Like, he
What
gives
does
a
he
shit
have to do with
about
this?
any of you. If you think for a second that he would do anything for you, you are so wrong. He doesn't.
Keep in mind, all of this was just about one question. See, yes, we're running into, this is one of the saddest things ever, is the hot goth girls that you went to high school with are now turning into Karens. They're black-haired Karens with My Chemical Romance t-shirts and collars on. How did this happen?
Doesn't give a shit about you. I don't know why you give a shit about him.
TDS.
You shouldn't.
Trump
I think it has
derangement
to do
syndrome.
with you see him getting away with all his bad shit, and you think that maybe there's a chance for you to get away with your bad shit. Take a look at yourself.
Did she just say take a look at yourself? And gross.
Be good.
Oh my goodness.
Good. Jesus. That just came out of me.
Listen, she said this just came out of me. Yeah, you just had a full-blown
Meltdown.
exorcism. Demons just came out of you. And did she have the audacity to say the word gross? Really?
Yeah, it's normal. Like, yeah, we're gonna get to let's listen to this about normal, right? And higher tier, yeah, that is nuts, bro. Like, she just popping on. Oh my God. And this is something
What do you say to the people who in your constituency who might feel like, hey, why are we doing this? What's the big deal with this sanctuary city thing? If people are illegally in the country, shouldn't we arrest them and get rid of them?
Yeah.
What is the big deal?
Yeah, we are, again, we're the safest city because we're safe for everyone. In a community where over a quarter of your residents were born in another country.
The safest city? Boston mayor? I heard Boston was kind of a PvP server. So it's the 16th safest for violent crime. So it's not the safest city, but it's not the most dangerous city either.
In a community where over a quarter of your residents were born in another country, if people are afraid to drop their kids off at school or call 911 when they need help or share information when they actually have information to report.
Well, the thing is that every single person who was born in another country did not immigrate to America illegally. That's the crazy thing about it, is that there are people who have immigrated to the country by following the protocol of immigration. So, and this is what they do, and this is the reason why you have you guys noticed that there's a lot of, there's been like a really big uptick in negative resentment towards all immigrants, period? Have you guys noticed this? I'm sure I'm not the only person who's noticed this. Yeah, like all forms of immigration, right? Exactly. And legal immigration too, exactly. And I think that these people in this type of messaging has been, I keep seeing memes about deleting legal ones too. Oh, I'll give you a meme. Yep. And so anyway, this is how things are now. And so you're having a lot of people that are now, they're even against legal immigration. And the reason why is because these people do legal immigrants a huge disservice by lumping them in with illegal aliens. Like, this is a massive fucking difference. And they're basically just putting them all in the same boat.
About a crime that happened, that makes everyone less safe, whether or not you are an immigrant, whether or not you're here in this country 6 generations or just arrived. So we're really focused on being that home for everyone, and it's worked. And so all of the buzz around, you know, whether these kinds of cities that are more welcoming for immigrants are more dangerous, it's about a false narrative that immigrants are somehow more likely to commit crimes or cause.
See, this is what they do, is they never talk about the difference between legal and illegal immigrants. They just put them all in the same category. And what this is doing is it's creating a xenophobic reaction in the US because it's making people believe them and think that all immigrants are like this. And so you're seeing much more negativity towards just average immigrants. And it's really sad to see this because you have people that are, let's say, from Pakistan or from India who have followed the protocol, and they're doctors in America, and they're getting lumped in with people that have crossed the border illegally and are, you know, surviving due to identity theft and, you know, being paid under the table that disenfranchises American workers. And they're being put in this same category, and you're hurting those people. And I find it to be a huge problem. And I think that this is the reaction to it. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Exactly. I think they're purposely farming xenophobia to create more censorship. I don't think they're going to have more censorship. Yeah, I don't think that's what's going to happen. I would consider myself very liberal, but with immigration, but these last few years and numerous incidents have had me taking a hard line on this stuff. Yeah, and I think that, like, again, it's the willful, repeated, consistent dishonesty of refusing to make a distinction between legal and illegal immigrants. And I think that what it's doing, again, is that it's causing a massive amount of resentment towards legal immigrants because these people want a virtue signal. It's awful. But are you an immigrant also? Who decides? Who decides whether I'm an immigrant or not? Well, the government decides because they're the ones who decide citizenship and whether you're in the country. What do you mean, who decides? What? My family's been here since before the Revolutionary War. Yeah, a birth certificate, a social security number that's attached to your name? Like, what are you talking about?
Harm, and that is just simply not true. We know that in our city, where our immigrant communities are entrepreneurs, are holding up our health, the best hospitals in the country, the universities and jobs that we all rely on. And in order to make sure that we can keep that progress going, everyone has to feel part of it.
Nope. It's so fucking funny. She's so dishonest. She is. And the problem also is that illegal immigration creates a lot of other secondary problems, like identity theft and other types of fraud. And then you also have the secondary, like a tertiary problem even, of people that use the identity theft and fraud in order to obtain jobs that are, you know, like really you're paying these people under the table. And so what happens is that these companies pay these illegal immigrants less money, or they pay them wages that are not advantageous. And now this company has created a competitive advantage against other companies that are not actively breaking the law. So unless they're being held accountable for that, you're going to have that be the new default.
San Francisco is launching a new speed safety pilot program backed by Democratic California Governor Gavin Newsom, where how much you pay for a speeding ticket depends on who you are. And it's all in the name of equity. On its website, the City Transportation Authority goes out of its way to explain that speed safety cameras will be dispersed across San Francisco in a, quote, equitable fashion. but not everyone will have to pay the same if they get a ticket. Get this. Low-income offenders qualify for steep fine discounts, guys, up to half off. And if you're homeless but speeding in your vehicle, you can get up to 80% discount. Jerry, here's just one of the many problems I have with this. The reason for this program, for the speed cameras, was reportedly because of high injury areas, meaning where pedestrians have been hit and killed. So since all lives are equal, why are we giving discounts on speeding tickets when everyone should understand how serious it is to drive safely where people have died?
I couldn't believe this when I read this. I was like, is this
crazy? This is insane. So protect those people less? Yeah, it's not. It's a decent idea, but they presented it so stupidly. Yeah, it's nuts.
really true. We are all equal in the eyes of the law. Oh, no, we're not. We're not all equal in the eyes of the law. Okay, so might this get extended eventually? So maybe if I commit a burglary and I don't have a lot of money, maybe that's okay. Or maybe I get a reduced sentence. Or I just don't understand the logic operating here. I think we should all be equal in the eyes of the law, and everybody should pay the same fine, serve the same sentence.
Yeah.
The problem is that, like, I see this happen, and, like, there's, like, a degree of this that I'm, like, kind of okay with, where it's, like, if you make a lot of money and you're speeding all the time, but, like, this is the way I see it. If you're getting speeding tickets regularly, you don't need to be getting speeding tickets. You need to go to prison. You need to go to jail. You need to have your license taken away. Like, I mean, really, that's the way I see it. Like, I mean, because the thing is, like, why is speeding against the law? Because people get in accidents more when they're going really fast. And not only do they get in accidents more, but they also make the accidents that they're getting into much more deadly. So that's really legal. Tickets means legal for a price. Yeah, exactly. Jail for violent offenders. Jail is for violent offenders. In my opinion, I think that if you're doing something unsafe and putting the public at risk, then you are doing something violent. It just didn't have the time to connect yet. So, like, it's almost like if you catch somebody premeditating a murder, then you're going to still put them in jail, right? And I think it's not the same thing, but it's like kind of the same principle, where this is a person who's doing something that is putting other people's lives at risk, and they're doing it substantially, and they're doing it in a way that's, like, repeated. everybody knows that the number says 45. If you're going 85 and the number says 45, and you've done this more than one time, you need to go to jail. Actually, you need to have your license taken away. You don't need to go to jail. Just take their license away. Everybody knows that you're not supposed to do that. There's nobody that can't understand this. So, and also, if you can't understand it, then you shouldn't have had the license to begin with because you can't read a fucking sign. So, that's how it works in the EU. Exactly, yes. Then drive anyway? Well, then they go to prison. Yeah, it's so simple. No license, take the bus? Yeah, exactly. But the individual has to feel it, and that's relative. If the individual has to feel it, well, what I'm saying is that for repeat offenders for speeding, they need to feel it, but not, there shouldn't, like, I don't really believe in a lot of fines, if you guys have noticed, because a fine, I think, is generally a tax on the lower class. And so, like, and this is the part of, like, where this I kind of do agree with, but I just don't think that should be the way it gets solved. The fact is that, like, if you're going to fine somebody for this, okay, that's, like, well, then what the fuck does that do? Like, if you're fining a millionaire, then they're just going to go and speed again. So you need to have a system that makes it to where people don't want to speed the second time, right? I mean, that's my viewpoint. That's how I see it. Trans students' arrest for violating Florida bathroom law is thought to be a first. Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. Is that what it is? They got NBC News. Uh-oh. Let's see if there's a video about this. The transgender college student declared, "I am here to break the law," before entering a woman's bathroom in the Florida state capitol and being let out in handcuffs by police. Fuck around and fight. Yeah, it's a rip bozo. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like, you don't need to be going in the other bathroom. You don't. Like, that's it. I mean, it's just, again, it's a matter of safety and privacy. And that's something that transcends like, your gender identity doesn't give you the right to make another person uncomfortable. And especially whenever it's like a 100-to-1 ratio, right? Where it's like 100 people are this way, you're this way, but you make 100 people uncomfortable, but somehow they're the ones that are the problem and not you. Like, really, I mean, I've always said this, is like, you got to learn to fit in. You got to learn to get along with people, right? Make the majority unsafe. I mean, the reality is, like, yeah, so stunning, babe. Enjoy prison. Yeah, I feel like, honestly, I think this is done to create a legal test case, given that she notified everyone beforehand. Yeah, absolutely, that's what it was. Yeah, 100%. Sissel and Walmart accused her for being trans, said a security risk, didn't tell a salaried manager. That just seems like some bullshit. Anti-trans laws are just discriminatory and hateful. I mean, it's not discriminatory and hateful to say that women, like, okay. Bathrooms are not gendered. They're sex-based. Even if you think you can change your gender, that doesn't mean that you can change your sex. That's how it works. It's the same thing. Well, it doesn't mean that you can change your sex. That's how it works. It's the same thing. Well, under their logic, it's not even the same thing. You have to talk about a trans girl, one's more likely to assault your daughter, is a Republican lawmaker or preacher telling you the law necessary. I mean, why not just use the right bathroom? Like, it's not that hard. Transgender bathroom bans have nothing to do to help others. Well, people don't like it, and they don't want to have the ideology forced on them and told them that and be told they're a bad person because they don't agree with it. Like, you spend years and years telling people that they're a bad person and then having a community attack people for, voicing any sort of uncertainty or trepidation towards it, or like, basically, you made it to where, like, women can't be comfortable, and if they express not being comfortable, they get attacked. And you're going to be surprised that there's some people that don't like that. I mean, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Like, I don't. But, like, this is an 80-20 issue that they are on the losing side of. You can't tell a trans woman with bottom surgery to go to the same bathroom as men with dicks. Let's be reasonable. Yeah, you can. So I have, like, kind of a priority list in my mind. So if underage people can use the bathroom, then the safety and comfort of those underage people is more important than an adult's gender identity being affirmed. So while, yeah, I don't think it's a big deal either, that's just simply not the priority. Like one is greater than the other. And I understand, like, you might think, oh, well, there's like a circumstance where this would make sense or whatever, but I just don't see it there. I'm not about it. Should kids get separate bathrooms? No. You should just use, so what we have to reorient all of our bathroom system because a handful of people want to use the wrong bathroom? What the fuck? Like, what are you thinking? What do you think? So we have to reorient and redo the whole bathroom system because of, like, this tiny fucking fraction. Fuck no. Fit in. Acclimate to the rules. Stop being so narcissistic that you think the world needs to conform around you. We don't need 7 different fucking bathrooms. You need 2 bathrooms, that's it. You want to have a gender-neutral bathroom, I think that would be, that's fine, okay? Not even just for gender-neutral, but for people that have disabilities. I think that probably, like, in my opinion, I think that's the best solution, but you can't expect every place to have 3 fucking bathrooms because they might not have the space or the money for that.
The question before us is the passage of House Bill 1312. All those in favor say aye.
Legal protections for transgender individuals.
The ayes have it. House Bill 1312 has passed.
Wow. Makes misgendering a discriminatory act and takes children away from their parents that dead name or misgender their kids. They seriously passed this shit? Well, yeah, it's in Colorado. This is a parody? Yeah. I mean, it's hard to say. Libs of TikTok is not always accurate, right? I mean, let's be fucking honest. But, like, this is what it says. The Kelly Loving Act provides that when making child custody decisions determining the best interests of the child for purposes of parenting time, a court shall consider dead naming, misgendering, and threaten to publishing material to an individual's gender-affirming healthcare services as coercive control. So let me get this straight. So, like, kids can be taken away from their parents and they can lose custodial rights if they don't think the kid is another gender. It's literally evil. It's wild, right? Because, like, it's like that one guy's video where, like, he had a, you know, like, his ex-wife is some crazy bitch and she's, like, going and making, like, their kid trans. And he, like, they said the kid, like, was like a baby trans kid. Like, oh my God, bro. Like, how do you do this? How, a trans toddler? Holy shit, man. Like, there should be a law against that. They should lose the fucking custody themselves. Yeah, how do we get here? Karen's. That's how.
How does the mirror know what I'm doing if I've got it covered?
The mirror is inanimate. It don't know nothing.
How can you see what my head is doing on the other side if I've got this up in front of me?
Because I can see your reflection.
How does the mirror know what I'm doing on the other side?
The mirror doesn't know what you're doing.
Is it showing what I'm doing on the other side?
I think there's a camera in the mirror.
Can you see me on the...
Your theory about incels and Karens becoming the root of all problems seems less and less far-fetched. That's because it's not. Karens becoming the root of all problems. Your theory about incels and Karens becoming the root of all problems seems less and less far-fetched. That's because it's not.
Just like I said with Johnny Somali, if these Asian countries don't immediately address these nuisance streamers by handing out long jail sentences or at the very least deportation, they will be doomed to have copycat streamers. But the same can't be said for the Philippines, as this guy Vitali came over there and is immediately finding out.
Excuse me, madam, I'm gonna rob you if you keep walking away.
So right off the bat, this isn't just regular streaming or him going around living his life. He's threatening some random old Filipino woman, or possibly another tourist, but some random Filipino woman's just trying to live her life, and he's saying, I'm going to effing rob you. Immediate deportation. Actually, no. This is robbery right off the bat. Like, he's stopping her with a threat of violence, so immediately you can throw him in prison, in my opinion.
I want to give you money. No? Okay. No. Okay, because you got a COVID mask, you liberal.
Wait. He was... I'm gonna give you money? That's not what he said initially.
If you keep walking away. I'm gonna rob you if you keep walking away.
I'm gonna rob you if you keep walking away, and then I'm gonna give you money. This guy is... I think he's on substances out of his mind right now.
I want to give you money. No? Okay. No. Okay, because you got a COVID mask, you liberal. Go get your vaccine. I was trying to give you money, but all right.
This has nothing to do with nothing. And this is coming from a person that during the lockdowns, if you watch Decoy Voice in its inception, I was not a fan of masks, but I lived in LA, so I was wearing them, and I wasn't even against people wearing their masks in the community. Like, they were told different sets of information than I believe, so let them do what they felt is best. But she's over there wearing a mask, and that makes her a liberal. Like, this is nonsense.
Trying to be nicer.
I'm trying to be nice. I'm absolute absurdity. I'm glad this guy's finding out, as we're about to see.
You. No, yeah.
They say this is a security guard, but this security guard's carrying. I don't really know the rules over in the Philippines, but he's just saying, sir, sir, and then he assaults a security guard. I know at least in America, a lot of the time security guards have the same protections as like a actual peace officer, so he has no idea what he's doing, and he's recording it. Like they say, what is it? Rappers' hip hop records or their music videos are their own star witness. Streamers' content is their own star witness. This is ridiculous that you would assault at the very least a security guard, at the most an actual law enforcement officer, and just live stream it because you got a deal on some shady streaming website. So he just literally physically assaulted and robbed a security guard at a Philippine mall, and this is content to him.
Stop! Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Please.
He's gotta be high out of his mind, I think. No. Regular people don't act like this. This is nuts. Even if you're on camera streaming trying to make edgy content, regular people don't do this. This is nuts.
What are you gonna do? Hello.
What are you gonna do? Is this guy? I thought I saw this guy is carrying. Is that not the same person? Is this a second This is a second security guard or police officer. Wait, he's wearing a little lanyard around his neck. This is a different guy. No, it actually might be the same guy, just different. That's what we need, live chat. I need live chat right now to be able to interact with you guys. So he got that guy. He went outside.
What are you gonna do? Hello. Hello.
He's like an adult bully. What are you gonna do? He's a larger person. He's going to a place like the Philippines where I think what's the average height in the Philippines? Let me search. Average male height, Philippines. 5'4" is the average height in the Philippines. Let me see how tall this guy is. Vitaly height. He's 5'10", so I mean, it could possibly both be 5'10". It's hard to say, but he's over there as an adult bully, stealing a guy's hat that's at work, working his hourly job, popping his hat off the top of his head and saying, "What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it?" Like, the only thing that actually angers me more than a person like Vitaly making content like this, or the people that consume content like this and think it's funny, where at some level you understand kind of this guy's, he's making content because like he's a shock jock. He's trying to make content that is interesting enough to watch and doesn't really have anything else to do that's going to be interesting enough to make a thumbnail out of or to make a live stream out of. So this is all he has. This is his job. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but I'm saying I kind of understand why he would do it. It's kind of scary to me that there are people that aren't making money off this. They're giving him money or sacrificing valuable time throughout their short life to consume content like this. That's even worse, that we have a whole like ecosystem based on adult bullies in other countries.
What are you gonna do? Hello. 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 Papa. Paparazzi, you are passing twice on a paparazzi.
I 100% believe he's on substances. He's singing Lady Gaga music right now, bugging this guy, and they're laughing.
Paparazzi are my queen. Paparazzi.
Oh my god. Okay. So this went out there, and then shortly after, Johnny So Somali, this is the guy that covers Johnny Somali, covered this and said, hey, some random guy, where is he from? I don't know where this guy's from, but he confronts him and actually kind of puts him in his place, because I believe this guy's a streamer as well. I believe he's also not American, because Vitaly isn't American. I believe he's Russian.
When you show up here in the Philippines and you genuinely start like like what happens behind the scenes when you're interacting with people here and you're messing around with them. I know it's a joke to you, but for the people here, they work hard, bro.
And guess what? And I tip him. What do you do?
And he tips them? No. He said, I tip them. He said, I'm going to first he told this random old lady, I'm going to rob you. I'm giving you money. Then called her a liberal F. That doesn't sound like him saying I tip him. But again, I think this guy is out of his mind. Not this random streamer I'm talking about, Vitaly.
Exactly.
I run a software company and I provide housing for the local.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm mistaken. This guy isn't a streamer. He just randomly got caught on the stream and is aware of Vitaly's actions.
Hey, you came just to talk shit, right?
I'm not talking shit.
So why
I'm asking you why even make that content? Genuinely.
Because
like I'm speaking up for a large majority of people.
Shut the fuck up, because I do whatever the fuck I want. What are you gonna follow me?
I'm not gonna follow you.
I swear to God, bro.
A real conversation.
And I don't want to have a conversation. I don't want to have a conversation with you, bro. Like, why?
Yeah, he doesn't want to have a conversation with anybody that he can't make content off of. Someone that's making him look bad. This guy's.
Look at this. Uh-oh. People popping off now. They're going crazy.
I love that at the end. Get in there. Get in there, police. Please do your job. All right, so much for free speech. On college campuses, protesters tore down this conservative group's tent before an event at UC Davis. The group says that
it's crazy how these people think that they have a monopoly on violence and it's not going to be used against them. Eventually, conservatives are going to start being violent towards liberals, and we're going to have a huge problem on our hands because the police are not willing to uphold the law and hold these people accountable. It's not going to be a civil war. It's just going to be a lot of like small scuffles and issues and problems. And I think this is a huge issue. And conservatives love their guns. Yeah, exactly. I'm not, but this is going to be bad. It is. And I feel like this is a huge fucking problem.
demonstrators also ripped down the banners, smashed their phone boards, and tried to steal a laptop and an iPad from the group.
Yep.
Brandon Tatum was a guest speaker at this event. He is
because like if you're going and stealing and destroying people's property and like, I mean, they're just taking their stuff and then walking away with it. You can't just take somebody's stuff and walk away with it. What the fuck are we talking about? This is crazy behavior, and the fact that these people aren't being immediately arrested is insane to me. It's absolutely insane. And I know what's going to happen is that eventually somebody is going to grab one of these people and somebody's going to get shot or killed. And then it's going to happen a lot more. Because if you allow one group to break the law, don't be surprised when the other group starts breaking the law too. And that's what's going to happen. Someone's going to go too far? Yeah. And also, when it does happen, nobody that's a conservative is going to care. They're going to say, finally, thank God. And that's what makes it even worse, is that you've created the conditions for people to be accepting of political violence and political, like, destruction of property, and to not realize that it's so destructive.
Turning Point USA contributor, is a former Tucson police officer who became very popular on social media because of his conservative law and order views, and he has millions of people who follow him. Brandon Tatum, good to have you with us today, sir. Thank you very much for joining me.
Well, thank you for having me on.
So the university basically said, look, you know, nobody was hurt. This isn't a big deal. And we do everything we can to protect free speech on campus.
It's not, you're not like, no one requested medical aid, so it's okay to steal something because nobody gets hurt? What's the logic with this at all?
Campus. Is that true?
That's the biggest lie and sack of crap that I've ever heard in my life. They could not
University protected the free speech rights of campus community. Since when is free speech tearing down somebody's event? How is free speech taking somebody's stuff and running away with it? Like, in my opinion, I think these are the universities that the federal government should just completely defund. Like, if you're not upholding the law on your campus and you're allowing people to be you know, bullied and pushed around. I don't think, like, honestly, why should the federal government be giving you money if you're not following the federal law? Really? Like, how is this even a question? Theft of property is not free speech? Yeah, exactly. It's just, it's such an outrageous statement to make. It's incredible that people even do this.
And they were not given any real effort to thwart these people who came from God knows where. We don't even know if these were students. They were completely masked. They came and assaulted people. They tore up everything. They stole property. And then they not only did it once, they came back twice. So all the police officers had every identifying marker that these people were going to be violent, and they still didn't do anything. And thank God I was.
Yeah, I mean, that's bullshit. It's total bullshit this happens. Yeah, fight back. Fuck that. Eventually somebody will do that. And when it happens, as I said, these people will have no sympathy from anybody.
There and others who stood up to them, or we would have all been, you know, getting beat up and injured, when they are supposed to protect us, and we are allowed or should be allowed to have the freedom of speech on campus.
Yeah, of course. You know, what did you say in the back?
If you have people that are attacking you, stealing your shit and running away with it, whenever you say something that you disagree, that they disagree with, this is not, you don't have freedom of speech. You don't have it. The issue is when they fight back, they are the ones who's going to get arrested. Well, this is the problem, right? It's because the police don't arrest these people proactively. And the police have allowed antisocial, violent behavior from these counter-protesters and protesters without holding them accountable. And I think this is, it goes back to what I was saying before about like that kid with the knife and like stabbing somebody, is that this is antisocial violent behavior that needs to be rooted out of society at the very beginning. There's never a point where something like this is acceptable. There's never a point where we should condone this. There's never a point where anybody should be okay with it. And the problem is that people try to justify this behavior. And in the process of that, they don't realize that they're going to be justifying this behavior against themselves, because that's what's going to happen. It's not right. No, it's not.
Back and forth. And could you tell, were these students, or was this group sent in from somewhere? I know you said that you've spoken a lot of campuses. You've never been part of anything like this before.
Yeah, most campuses, people
they have an ACAB poster. Well, I find this to be highly ironic that, you know, really they're saying all cops are the bad cops or all cops are bastards, but the cops are the reason why you're able to do this. If the cops were actually doing their job and not being bastards, you'd be in jail.
Peaceful. It clearly was a coordinated group. They were all dressed the same. They had bicycles. They had things to conceal their identity. They came from out of sight. They weren't even on the campus mall where we were at. They came from somewhere else. They came and
if there are no cops at all, they'd be losing. Exactly. Yeah. It's like, I mean, this guy is like fucking like way bigger than these other people. Like if he started hitting them and fighting them, I wonder who really would come out on top. Right. And so, it's not only that. Yeah. It's like if this was allowed to go to its like obvious, like biological conclusion, we all know where it would go.
And then they retreated, never to be seen again. And all of the rest of the students, although some of them were delusional, they still were reasonable and they did not attack people. So this was a coordinated effort. And the thing that bothers me the most, Martha, is that why did the police officers not do anything? I know. It's almost as if I'm the only cop there.
Yeah, look, he just tearing shit up. Like, I mean, again, you're tearing shit up. You're going crazy. Like, what are you doing?
Do anything. I know. It's almost as if I'm the only cop there. They didn't do anything to stop this. They saw them punch people and they did nothing.
It must be so frustrating for you as a former Tucson police officer when you see these other police officers. And as I said in the intro, when I hear that, you know, this guy who's just standing by, he's like, get in there. Aren't you guys going to do a little something to stop these people from destructing this property? You know, we have a list of all these Ivy League schools, government funding being cut. There's word that Brown University.
Yeah, in my opinion, I think that they should, if schools allow this to happen, I think Trump should just completely cold turkey cut all of their aid. This is crazy. It's actually crazy that you're allowing people to openly break the law, be violent, and not only are you allowing them to do that, but you're allowing them to do that in the worst way possible, which is you're allowing them to be violent for the goal of political intimidation. That's like the worst way you can do it. $1 billion for a school? Why? I don't know. What would happen if they did? Well, the school would immediately change their policy. That's what they would do. The school would immediately change their policy and arrest these people instantaneously. And it would immediately stop. Do you think they're going to throw away $1 billion a year? Of course not.
He's going to lose $500 million in grants and research money. So, UC Davis, do you think they were concerned about this? They put out that statement saying, oh, you know, free speech is super important to us. Like, don't come here.
Yeah.
I don't think they're very concerned about it because they didn't really do nothing about it. We were talking to the administrative people.
Schools arrest people? The campus police does. Yeah, so there are police officers that are on campuses. And if this is like it was in my high school and also in other universities, is that they have campus police.
Can you protect us? Are you going to just let these people bludgeon us? And then the police officers, or somebody's telling them to stand down. I mean, they're there, they're ready to go, but they're not going to engage. I asked them specifically, if they come back, are you guys going to use force against them to prevent them from hurting people at this table? I mean, I literally had to tell the police officers, if they come back to the table, I'm going to defend the people who are here. We're not just going to let them beat us up. And they didn't give me a clear answer. They stood there in preparation to do nothing. I guess their visible stature would be a deterrent, which is not really realistic. They have to be able to use force. And there's somebody that's telling them, I don't know if it's the chief, I don't know if it's the university. They're saying, allow people who you cannot identify to come onto campus with weapons and attack.
Listen to this. Really? Again.
Somebody that's telling them, I don't know if it's the chief, I don't know if it's the university. They're saying, allow people who you cannot identify to come onto campus with weapons and attack people and do nothing about it. They didn't even pursue to arrest anybody. They just watched them do it and they let them go.
Yeah.
It was so frustrating.
Yeah, I can see that.
I literally wanted to defend every single person there, but I didn't want to be seen knocking people out on campus.
You know, you can't
That's not what I wanted.
I'm sorry. You can't be educated if you aren't exposed to a lot of different viewpoints.
Yep.
And that is what universities are supposed to protect, free speech on their campuses. And so these people should have, at the very least, been reprimanded. We're glad that nobody was hurt in this situation, but clearly it was destructive of property. And Brandon, thank you very much. Brandon Tatum, good to have you with us today, sir.
It's crazy they're letting this shit happen.
I'm Steve Ducey.
Well, I'm Brian. Surprised. I mean, what I'm surprised by is the fact that people just let it keep happening. They just let it keep happening, and I feel like they don't know where this is going to go because, like, you're going to have, bro, you're going to have, this is going to turn around, and it's going to be really bad. I'm going to tell you that. There's a video right there. Like, it is going to be very, very, very bad. Wait, he's in airplane? Oh my god. He's in his own private, bro, he's in his own private jet playing PoE 2, actually gaming. Well, this is what I said. Is like everybody, bro, people would love to see Elon just go through the campaign, just play the game. This game is so good. Wait, bro, are you telling me that the richest dude in the world is requiring sub-only chat? Guys, this is shameless. Wow. Damn. I mean, that's how he got rich? I guess so, right? Don't get rich by giving it away for free. Have you seen the stock market? He's trying to make up for the Tesla stock. Yeah, that's it. Oh no, he's in the mud burrow. All right, we're gonna watch this. I'll move it up so you guys can see the health. He's tried, bro, he knows. Okay. Let's see it. Is he playing inside SpaceX? He's on a jet. Wait. Why did you block out of all the people from the block? Why did he block the guy that said play Tesla or buy Tesla? How do you block the only... Dude, because there's another guy spamming. It said the guy's name is Elon Musk sucks. Look, and he's doing it again.
Anyone spamming the chat?
Oh God.
Anyone spamming the chat?
Oh God. Okay, all right, here we go. Okay, here it comes. All right, let's see if he's gonna get it. That's good. That's good. He got out of it. Okay. Not so bad. Okay. Let's go Elon. Yeah, he doing all right. Oh, bro, the ads are about to come out. Oh, boy. All right. All right, let's get it. Get that damage. No, he gonna get hit. I don't know how the fuck he didn't get hit by that. Okay, good. I mean, the red thing didn't spawn on him. He got lucky there. Ooh, that's the poison. Oh, God. Oh, God, bro. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Bro, he not even half? Ugh. Oh, no. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. Move, move, move. Oh, he's getting low. He's getting real low. He's getting real low. Okay. He got 2 flasks left, and he's already... Bro, just portal out. Literally just portal out. Just pour it out. Just pour it out. It's done. It's done. You know it's done. You know... Bro. He's got this... No. Really? Oh my fucking God. He's got this? He does now. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, fuck. Oh, bro, it is so done. It is so done. Oh, God. He's got 2 heals left. Never say never. He's just use the bow again. Use the bow. No, he's gonna get poisoned.
Oh, what's that?
If it makes him feel any better, I died to that boss on my first time as a warrior 2. Okay? It's a little rough. Mistakes happen. Damn, that's a lot of characters. He's doing... Damn, that's a lot of characters. Damn, that's a lot of characters. Damn, that's a lot of characters. He's doing it again? You're not picking a warrior though, right? Oh, he's going with a monk. Oh, that's a good idea. Yep. Bro, he didn't even mauled out. Kekius Max, you gonna do it again? God damn. It won't really change much, honestly. Tell him not to do hardcore. Now, They're taking his name. Oh, fuck. Okay. He's drinking too? Man. I feel like a monk is... I feel like you've got a... Who's your favorite... Bro, some guy says, who's your favorite Blue Archive character? No way he's about to reply to that. Okay, I was about to say. So I gotta say, I did tell you guys that it was gonna be on that boss. I knew it was gonna happen. Everybody knew. You were right. I was right. Yep. You called it? Yeah, because I know what it's like to fight. Bro, is he tilted? He's already healing. He's... Oh, man. Oh, no. He's already going half health on 3. Why doesn't he do D&D? Honestly, it's really entertaining for me to read the chat. Like, it's really funny. I died on that boss first time too? Yeah. No. Guys, I think he might actually... Yeah? I would like to buy your Air Musk listed for 6 ketamine. Oh, God. All right, here we go. Jesus. Okay, guys. I don't know what's gonna happen here. He didn't put the skill on. Yeah. Okay. Please buy Blizzard and make Diablo great again.
Just don't spam the chat. That's just somebody who wants attention.
Yeah, it is. Diablo great again.
Just don't spam the chat. That's just somebody who wants attention.
Yeah, it is. Guys, I don't know if he's gonna get past the tutorial boss. I think that... Because, like, I mean, if I know for me, like, if I died 3 times to Act 1, like, I don't know how he's still going with it, man. Like, I would be fucking furious. I would have quit. The comments. You're a legend. You're a black spot in human. What? Can I have a job? I'm a fast learner. Shut the fuck up. Okay, let me see. Can it go at higher? It's on auto at 720. Okay, all right. Oh god. Come on, come on. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. There it is. That was pretty good. There's no way he dies to this, right? There's like 0% chance. Where are you going? Bro. What are we doing? Oh no. Come on. What he roaching out? Where's he going? He's trying to explore even more. He's like, okay, maybe I can get a little bit more experience, maybe. I bet he's probably thinking about like going like right here. Let me see. You've got this, man. You've got it. Just kill him. He doesn't even do anything. The turbulence? Yeah. Uh-oh. Okay, you've got this. All right. Let me turn it up a little bit. Okay, you got it. Just, he got hit. Oh, bro. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Oh, fuck. Okay, all right, all right. Hey, that was a good one. That was a good one. That summons the ads. He's gonna get hit because he's gonna off-screen. Watch, watch. He's gonna get off-screen with the slam. Right here, watch. I know how the game is. You got it, you got it, you got it. You got it. Get it, get it, get it. Get it. Get it. Oh, he missed. You gonna do the big attack? Ooh, that's a lot. It's over. It's over. That's it. He's tapped. He's tapped. That's it. He got one or two more heals. Okay, he got out of that. That's really good. There's more ads, more ads. He has to kill the ads for flash. Fuck. Never mind. Okay. Come on.
Oh, lost connection.
No, no, he got DC'd. No. No, bro. Uh-oh. 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 Stream is not streaming F. Okay, yeah, he's... Hi, my love, bro. You gotta respect it. No, no, no.
Connection lost.
Now, I gotta tell you guys. I was right about the worm, and I was right about the tutorial boss. I can look at people and I know what they're gonna do. I can just look at, because I look at the way that they move their mouse. I look at the way that they move, like the way they make decisions. I can immediately tell if somebody's tilted, because like I get so mad playing video games that I know what it's like, because I've done it so much. I've had it happen so much to me. And so like, because if I see it happen to somebody else, I know when it's happening. I know when it's fucking happening. You panic over mobs and the worm boss? Is this actually the end of it? You're in a plane? No, bro, he's in a storage facility. No way. Did he actually refresh?